Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a Lorraine 15551. It's a Tier 8 French SPG. It's located on the westbourne of Studzianki and it's under the command of Moose. Okay, game on. Now there's a reason why there's two marks on the barrel of Moose's Lorraine 155 Mini 51. That's because he loves French Arty. In fact, he likes them a lot. He plays them a lot. They suit his play style. And he's actually only started really playing the American Arty just recently and learning their style as well. It's a 155mm howitzer and it's mounted on a Lorraine 40-ton chassis, which means this Arty's quite quick. Now his leading shot on that Progetto, good. Oh, that was excellent. It tracked the vehicle. Did 286 from splash, and that allowed our teammates to get to the hill first, or did they? Yes, they did make it up there. And, well, we've got the Progetto, a Noobs, and a Pershing. Okay, now, on this map, it's really important for one of the Artys to keep the heads down on the enemy. And it was a nice hit there on the Noobs 14.5 rather. If you can keep the guys on top of the other side of the hill from poking their heads over the top, then it allows your guys to get clear shots at the enemy tanks who happen to be in the factory. Going for a round on the Noobs. Oh yes, he got a splash kill. Got him this time. That's another good thing. If the tanks stay still up there, you can normally get splash kills on them, and that deters them from sticking around. Looks like we're not the only Arty to be firing up into that corner. The Pershing's there, and I think the Progetto is still around, but we just can't see him at the moment. We're loaded. Rounds out the Pershing. Direct hit. 301. Good hit. Now, this 155mm Arty will do 750 alpha, penetrating 45mm of armor, and it's got a burst radius of 8 meters. And we still can only see that Pershing, but I think the Progetto is somewhere in the vicinity. Rounds out in the Pershing again, but this time he pulls away just in time. Now I was rather lucky that I was doing a whole batch of Moose's videos recently, or his replays, and the reason for that actually is because I actually checked through my video list. He told me about this replay that he really enjoyed, and I checked through my video list and I couldn't find it. And he hadn't sent it in, or at least he may have planted it on the page and I didn't see it. Well, he's got the Pershing now, so that's 2 kills. So it was a good job that he did actually contact me to say, did you get that video with what actually happened at in the game? And I said, no, I haven't got it at all. And so he sent me a copy in. Okay, aiming towards the south now. He's going to, I think he was going to try and fire through the gap, but he saw a Barask, and that Barask, oh, just murdered our teammate in the Samur SM. He fires around in, gets a big hit. 668, that's a penetrating shot but a low roll, and he's changing position again. Now we're going to see more of that Barask because he's a bit of a pain in the buttocks. Okay, he's found a new firing position, but he doesn't want to be in the open if he can help it, because you can be spotted from the hill. Our guys have actually moved over the top of the hill now and are going for the guys on the other side. In fact, the Progetto has now suddenly been found back near their own cap. So obviously he found life too hot up on top of the hill, decided to, as we would say in England, bugger off, and rounds out in the Progetto. Stuns him. And in circumstances like this, where you know that the top of the hill has actually been cleared, it's sometimes good for the Arty to actually end up on the hill. So that way, although you're in plain visible sight, you are just effectively going clockwise around the clock. You're actually moving up onto the hill for protection. Rounds out in the ISM. Bit of splash. Well, one critical hit. Didn't do any damage though. And the enemy is still in possession of the centre trench, but the 112 is going down the trench to try and clear out that LTTB and the Barask. In the meantime, we're looking for that ISM. You see the reload time, 24.24 seconds. There's a charioteer crossing the bridge. You don't often see that nowadays because it's just too dangerous sometimes. Rounds out in the charioteer. 166 from Splash, and Moose is relocating. Well, he seemed to be, one of them was headed back towards the church. The ISM's sticking around. Oh, and he's going for the LTTB. Puts a big round into him, but gets taken out of the game. The Borsig was there, and he was able to take him out the moment he saw him. Okay, there's that charioteer. Lining up a shot. Try for Splash. Rounds out. Hits the building, I'm afraid. Now, we're only one tank up on the enemy at the moment, but there's that Barask again, and he's a pretty good player, that guy. And he's trying to get shots on our guys without us being able to respond. AMX 65 ton moving up slowly, gets hit. Moose is going back for that charioteer again. Trying to get some splash. Rounds out. Hits the building again. He's having very bad RNG on that one. And that Progetto goes around the corner. The 65 ton goes down to the SU-130PM. But they've still got that charioteer and of course that Barask. And there's the LTTB. Looks like he's going to get the 112. Except it's the other way round. The LTTB gets taken out by the 112. And well, we're now 2 tanks ahead of the enemy. And we're aiming for that SU-130PM behind the hedges on the enemy side of the map. Well, it was in the vicinity anyway. So the enemy has only got 2 tanks left, the Barask and the SU-130PM, as well as the GW Tiger P and an SU-14-2, which is the school bus. It looks as if things are going quite well, but that can be deceiving. Remember I said that that Barask player, he's very good. Okay, Moose is quite happy to use the speed of this tank, this Arty, to get as far south as he can at the moment. It's a pity this Arty wasn't actually built, because the Lorraine 40-ton tank, if it had actually been put into production, would have been quite a nippy little medium tank. But because it was cancelled, unfortunately, we also lost the Artys that came off it, the Lorraine 155-51 and the Lorraine 155-50. Unfortunately, we've also lost one of our teammates as well, got taken out, so it's now only 1 tank ahead of the enemy. So it's 11 versus 10. And there's that Barask. Oh, no, it's not. It's the SU-130PM. He's moved up. The Barask is somewhere. He's got 4 kills now. And that's not the end of him either. Well, that was a blind shot. He's being careful not to knock the tree down, but bushes sometimes, there's not much you can do about them. But he has changed position. Trying to get a better angle on that SU-130PM. Okay, he's firing around. Oh, no. I think the shell actually hit something else. He's waiting for the reload to go in. He's got 13 rounds, so it's not too bad. But we've lost another tank, and I missed that whilst we were looking at the SU-130PM, and it's now evens. And the Barask, well, he's still got 4 kills. There's the SU-130PM coming in. Rounds out. Good hit. And we got some stun assist off that. And the kill goes to the M40, M43 on our team, who splashes him to death. But there's still that Barask, and of course we don't know where he is. We know where he was last seen, but don't know where he is precisely. And under these circumstances, Moose being uncertain about where the enemy might be, he might have gone and done a full circuit of the map, and he might be trying to come round on us. And yes, he has! That's precisely what he's done. Okay, and he's just taken out the M40, M43. In fact, actually, he's spotted for the GW Tiger P to take out the M40, M43. Because, of course, the M40 had to turn to face him. Moose fires around in, but he's going to get motoring because he needs to get some distance between him and that Barask. Otherwise, he's going to get shot up and killed very quickly. So we're now one tank down on the enemy. Or one Arty down on the enemy, I should say. And it's just that SU-130PM to help us kill the Barask and then kill the Arty. So it's turned completely around. We were winning, now we're losing. He's got down into the dip. Is he going to go up the other side? Yep. And there's the Barask, and he's about to attack our SU-130PM. And he does kill the Barask, the SU-130. Oh, but he's just been killed by the school bus, which now means that all we've got is Moose against two Arties, and he's found them. He goes to the aim. He's been spotted. The SU-130-14PM, SU-14-2 is in reload. He can't do anything about it. One round goes right into the side, but we were spotted, so enemy Arty rounds are about to come in. And he's found the other one. It's a GW Tiger. Now he needs to get behind cover to reload because, as I said, it's 24.24 seconds. Oh, and he almost flips there. Almost flips. He's maneuvering evasively to try and throw off their aim, because if they don't know which direction he's going to go in. Okay, he's loaded. He knows the GW Tiger P is coming towards him, and he's very likely to be loaded. Okay, he's going to try and put some distance between him and that GW, and then he can set up an ambush. GW Tiger P is one of the slowest Arties in the game, and it's very brave of him to actually do what he did, but very foolish as well, because Moose can now do what he's going to do, which is set up an ambush on this corner. He's got the bush in his favour. There comes the GW, lining him up, and there's the SU-14. Now he can kill the SU-14 with one shot, and he does. GW Tiger P can fire at him, but I'm not so sure he's going to get a hit, because now Moose is in cover, and it's now one-on-one. Okay, Moose needs to move as well. He can't stay where he is. He's just backing up to see if he can get sight of the enemy. I think the GW is crossing the gap right now. Yes, he is crossing the gap. He's just coming up the other side. Moose is loaded and he's ready to go. And he's setting up a shot. Oh, and he misses. But he's back into cover, which means the GW Tiger P can't get a shot. And the 2-minute siren's gone. The GWs are very slow, Arty. Very difficult to move fast. And that means you have to move with deliberation. And of course, we know that Moose is in a fast Arty. The GW tries to back up. Moose is locked and loaded. And a big round right into the side of the GW just casually drives past him because he knows the GW can't do anything. He's basically handicapped by the fact that this Arty is so slow, and all Moose has to do is stay on his ass and shoot into his ass when he's ready. 2 shots on each Arty. Here we go. This is for the win. Yes! And I know why Moose liked this game now. That was fun. 2 kills, 2 shots per Arty, and he gets both of them. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats for that one. It's an ace tanker. I wouldn't expect anything less than that game. He carried the weight on his back for that one and won for his team. Even when it looked like they were going to lose this one, no, was determined to win. And this is exactly the spirit of what Arty Noobs is all about. We don't give up. We don't try and hide in the corner. We actually go out there to try and find the enemy and kill them, because we want the extra hit points off them. And if we go down fighting, sure, that's okay, but we try to win the game anyway. And Moose, he epitomised the motto of the team, of the group, that we just don't give up. We never surrender. We seek to win. We shoot to win. And, well, he did very well in this game. Ace Tanker, Bruiser Medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 16. He got a Fighter Badge for getting at least 4 kills. He did get 4 exactly. And let's have a look at the team scores. Well, we can see that he managed to get the highest damage on his team, but not the highest damage in the game. That Barask, yes, he managed to get a patrol duty and 3,064 hit points of damage, but no high caliber for some reason. It's not showing there. The next highest scorer was Moose with 3,048, and after that it was the Progetto on his team with 2,472. When it came to kills, it was shared between Moose and the Barask with 4 kills apiece. 3 kills went to the GW Tiger P on the enemy team, and then 2 kills for the SU-14-2, the school bus, the M40, M43, the Borsig, the Progetto, and the SU-130PM. When it came to base XP, it was Moose with 1,153, 893 went to the Progetto, 876 went to the 112, but the Barask wasn't that far behind. 825 base experience points for him, so he did work very hard in that game. When it came to shots fired, Moose fired 22 rounds, got 7 direct hits, 2 penetration, 16 splash. Damage of 3,048 hit points, of which 2,198 were up more than 300 meters. He spotted 2 enemy vehicles, damaged 9 of the enemy, killed 4, and did 863 hit points of stun assist off 13 stuns. The 2 vehicles he spotted, by the way, were both the Artys. On a premium round, he got 29,000, on premium account, 29,946 credits, and after resupply of ammunition, took away profit of 20,279 credits. He received 1,153 XP, got ×4 on this occasion, and got 865 from personal reserves, so he took away 7,785 experience points altogether. So what a great game, and it's a great, it's really good that Moose actually contacted me to check and make sure I had this replay, because I couldn't find it in my list at all, and I was wondering, where did it go? How come I missed it? But he must have put it up on the board, or I didn't see it, or it didn't draw my attention to it, and because I didn't have it in the list at all. So thank goodness he checked, and we've got to the pleasure of actually seeing this victory, because, as I said, it just proves what Arty Noob players can do given the chance, because we're not going to hide or drown ourselves. We're going to keep fighting, because we know there's more hit points out there, and hit points means we end up with more credits, more XP, and of course we can end up with a victory as well, because frequently players like Moose proved that 1 Arty against 2, no problem. If you enjoyed that replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and thank you for watching.